Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go! Move the team! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! That's all right! 36!
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we got 4 down. 26, Mike. Hey, 0.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. And 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Grenading! You can't block me. You can't block me. 14. Hey, alert.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Hold up. 26 minutes to us. You got nothing. Good. 26 months. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 14. Fight it. Fresno.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Dorsett on the return. Escapes the defender. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. What's up? 59, what's up? Pick the edge. Go. Bang.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Focus. Shift. On your team. Black and turn.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Like 80. 54. No gain on this defense. No gain.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Take 2 of them. Check.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
In the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They're running it. Hey. Motion. 22, 44. Mike's 50. Here we go. Go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike's 50. Show that bench release and go. Here I come. Solid, 5 down. Hey, alert 3.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
This is Carson. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4. Alert. 26 Mike. Watch, run. That's top, baby. That's baby. 26 Mike. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He got 29 yards that time.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Joker.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
50's the money. Watch the curve. Rush in. 50's the mic. Let's go, D.
On first down, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniel McCullers able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 24, check 24.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be in. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bud Dupree able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So that'll back him up 5. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Set! Block 80! Block 50. I got him. Shift. He's coming. No spacing. Jack 16.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey, Stu. Three bud. Cross. Switch gears. Hey, watch edge.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mark Barron came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Let's go. Play out. Front left.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Bang out. 26 Mike. Hey, come on now. Touch 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Middle. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Hey, high 7.
Time to go. Night. Check.
50.
Check.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
44. Hey, seam 6.
50. Mike 50.
Ben to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey. You got 3.
77.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here we go.
No spacing. Easy.
Watch the read.
These two.
Check 31.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Mike's by 4. Oh, get him. Get him. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Monday.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Blackison.
Hey, that QB's trapped.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had guys prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
No foul. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Check 13. Check 13. No black.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Like 80.
Nice 50, nice 50. Who that? Who that?
Wait, sir.
Nice 50, nice 50.
No foul.
This way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger finds his running back, James Conner. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Get off the field, D. Switch.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I'm here all day.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
White 80.
Roethlisberger will throw. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
26 Mike.
Alert.
Check 15.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
At the Steelers' 20-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 198, watch 98. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
You ain't doing nothing today.
198, watch the
Check.
focus, defense, focus. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 16-yard line.
That. Black 20.
Black 4. Watch the pass. Watch
Alert.
Safety's creeping.
Black.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's our time. It's our time.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Easy.
Mike's 50.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 180.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Pit.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check three.
Hey, Echo, General West.
Here's Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
No spacing.
Go get him. Go get him.
Hey.
Mike 50.
These two.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. Mike's 50. Here we go.
50.
Here we go.
Bravo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, past the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 84 yards, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And oh, coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. 26 months. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
26 months, 26 months. Hey, 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 hey. And what's that? And what's the ball?
On third down, Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for second down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
What? 98 to Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard brings up fourth down. Today's final score, Seahawks.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's really on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers birding my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with the squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they don't be taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they don't they taking notice.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah,
enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, yard dash. Honey, yard dash. Honey, yard dash. Honey, yard dash. Honey, yard dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
So hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. rocket like rocket fuel.
Get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it.